Yes, proud. That's what Jimmy's granddad is. He's proud of himself this evening, and he has every right to be. For you see, Granddad has just made his annual contribution to the community chest, and his money will help your life tomorrow as surely as it aids someone else today. Not only Granddad's welfare is concerned, but also that of grandson Jimmy, along with the rest of the family and the entire community. In years gone by, man built his own home, made his own cloth, and was self-dependent. But today we live in a community of interdependence, where we must provide as well as receive. Everyone in our city and county shares the benefits when we all put our shoulder to the wheel. Let's look over Granddad's shoulder while he reviews some of the activities of the various agencies. Jimmy's brother Bill enjoys scouting. His leaders give hours of instruction, and Bill spends days and months working for his badges. Both benefit, his leaders in knowing they serve their community well, and Bill in realizing he has qualified in another scouting skill. Bill earned his nature study merit badge at Camp Sockinock this past summer. In future years, he should be able to wisely select trees for acreage in the country or shrubbery for a home in the city. But just as important, his week at camp will also impart a valuable lesson in working and associating with others on group projects. However, all is not work at camp. A scout's pride and respect for his country and its flag is evident at the formal retreat ceremony each afternoon at camp. The fun of scouting is not forgotten. With a blazing campfire, pleasant pals, familiar songs, and the spinning of tall tales, all of this still leads to that final goal of scouting, better citizens for our America of tomorrow. Some of Jimmy's friends participate in the CYO program. Its summer baseball league and other activities helps to teach sportsmanship, teamwork, and cooperation. With the assistance of our friends and co-workers, it is much easier to reach our goal, whether it be completing a successful hit-and-run play or conducting a business venture. These and other valuable tools, such as good, wholesome physical exercise and just plain fun, are involved in this general welfare and social program. For, after all, the youngsters of our community are our future. Basketball and other supervised recreational programs of the NAA aid in taking care of the leisure hours of many youngsters. Any granddad would highly approve, for idle time can lead to ill-spent time. But no need to worry here, since an organized recreational program and other activities are provided for all the boys. Some youngsters need attention in their leisure time activities, while others need financial assistance. The purchase of a pair of shoes for school can be a big problem, but because of the school children's shoe fund, another helping hand in our community, no youngster need worry about having a good pair of shoes for attending school. Some youngsters are not always fortunate enough to have sturdy limbs or perfect eyesight. Regardless of the degree of physical inability, young people have the desire to participate in every possible program. It's therapy in the eyes of adults, but it's just plain fun for these youngsters. Whether they have difficulty in using limbs made inactive by polio or be sightless, they are soon instilled with a feeling of self-confidence, and they also become excellent swimmers. New skills and renewed faith aid them in daily living, and they soon progress to even more difficult challenges. This handicapped children's swim class is but one example of the activities offered by the YMCA, along with its many regular programs for boys and men of the community. So far, Granddad and Jimmy have been devoting their attention to the activities for boys. But the community chest also provides a wholesome educational and recreational program for girls. In fact, Jimmy's sister Janie is rapidly gaining the title of family artist. At present, she has been doing landscapes. But it won't be too long before she will graduate to portrait work. She gained this skill at the YWCA painting class. To foster a natural ability or to help teach a new skill is part of the enjoyment of art, and both pupil and instructor benefit. Besides aiding in the development of a future hobby, the budding artist gains self-confidence in knowing that she can accurately reproduce the scenes about her. Many other educational classes, along with recreational activities, are a regular feature of the YWCA program. Associating with others, building new friendships, and learning new skills are but a few of the traits that will be continued in daily living. This is most natural. Girls and cooking. Today it helps to pass a scout test, but tomorrow it will aid in keeping a family healthy and contented. Along with cooking comes many other practical skills learned through Girl Scouting. The citizenship training and character building imparted through this program pay off in a better youth and a better community. Practical skills can be learned and recreational purposes can be served by this leisure time sewing and embroidery class for girls. Nimble fingers, nimble hands, and the hours pass by rapidly and happily during a busy day. While now they may consider this as learning a craft or an art, actually they are acquiring skills that will make them better homemakers of tomorrow. Yes, Both Grandfather and Jimmy have to admit that the youngsters are pretty well taken care of by the chest agencies. Of course, they pay their way whenever possible, but in some instances we have to help them along. However, we have a much larger family than Granddad, and the words community and welfare gain their fullest meaning when we see how the community does lend a helping hand for the welfare of others. Whether we be young or old, rich or poor, it is impossible for any one of us to walk alone. We all know one of our greatest needs today is for a strong family life. With the many problems that tend to move individuals in separate directions, the task of counseling to strengthen family life is a continuing job. Whether it be financial, marital, child behavior, or other problems, people need friendly, impartial counseling assistance from experts in human relations. The Family Service Agency does just that. In many homes, there are people who need assistance with health problems or nursing care. The visiting nurses make many home calls, offering such services as mother and new baby care, bedside nursing, health supervision, shots, and inoculations. Graduate registered nurses with special training in public health handle the thousands of annual visits. Anyone in the community, under the care of a physician, who needs bedside care is eligible, and payments are made according to ability. Some free, some part pay, and others full payment. The spiritual and social welfare program of the Salvation Army aids many people in our community. Providing food baskets is only one of their many services. Yes, from providing a basket of food to supplement the meager supply of a needy family, to the giving of a coat to aid the social well-being of an elderly man, is but a part of their services. Whether it's rehabilitation, emergency service, character building, or family welfare, they stand ready to lend a helping hand to those who cannot walk alone. Cheer and comfort in large doses is needed to brighten up lives that could be lonely. This is given in abundance at St. Joseph's Hospital, where kind, considerate care is offered to the chronically ill and aged women. Each of the nearly 100 women receives tender attention. Those who are able go for daily strolls about the grounds or spend hours in chatting with their friends. Pleasant companions, a warm sun, and an attentive nurse make the hours pass with joy. Granddad and Jimmy realize that not all of us have ideal family situations. Some of Jimmy's neighborhood friends have working mothers, so day nursery care is needed for the youngsters. Other boys and girls in the neighborhood have lost their parents and need foster home care and, if possible, adoption. A treasured toy and an old tattered shopping bag are all the worldly possessions of a small boy ready for placement in a new home. What he lacks in material goods is easily outweighed by the love and affection he will receive from his new parents. Foster home placement and adoption are just two of the many concerns of the Quincy Catholic Charities. Many children have mothers who find it necessary to seek employment outside their home. These women can leave their children for day nursery care at cheerful homes. They know the youngsters will have supervised recreation periods, constructive hobby work, and be taught simple health habits. In this agency, as in all others, financial payment for services offered depends on the individual's ability to pay. Full payment is expected when it's possible, but no services are denied because of the lack of financial means. Well, to Granddad and Jimmy, this might well be the end of our family album, but not of our community family album. It is really much larger than the few pictures we glanced at. It extends beyond our community, and thousands need our helping hand. One of the best ways to help is by contributing to a united effort, such as your local community chest. Yes, indeed. Granddad is doing his share this year in contributing to a united fund to make sure that those of today and tomorrow will not have to walk alone. But how about the rest of us? Are we really doing our best